Video. Today we're having one of our Syerra talks, and today we have new guests, and I have the lovely.
How y'all doing?
This is Kim, and I have the beautiful
Davina. Hey,
and they're from
Chicago.
All right, so tune in, like, subscribe, have a conversation with them about what would they tell their 21-year-old self, and if they had any regrets from then or now.
Kim? Okay, well. I'm 47 today. Well, not today. Today's not my birthday. But I'm 47 years old. If I had to tell my 21-year-old self something now, and my mother told me this, be careful. Anybody that's 21 and you ain't got no kids, who you have your kids by. Make sure you check their family out. Make sure they got no mental illness, no alcohol, no addictive personality, none of no abuse. Check out the family, because then you will know what's wrong with that mate. Check them out first, because that's the most important thing. Because trust me, I got kids, and I didn't check them out. And my kids is crazy. I'm just saying. I'm playing, but I'm saying, and I'm for real at the same time. But on the real, just make sure I wouldn't call it the interview process, just be around his family. Try to be around his family more. Men, if you want kids and you want to be around her family more, you'll see if she crazy or not. You'll see.
Do you regret anything?
I don't regret having my kids. I just regret who I had them by. I'll put it to you like that. And at the same time, I guess I could say it was a learning process for me, because it taught me, about men, cheating, trust. When you're young, you know that kind of stuff. But when you start getting older, you got kids involved, now things change. Because now you got to be a mother to a child, but then you got these other emotions going on because you were involved in this relationship, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I would, you just regret who I had them by, but I thank them for the experience that I learned from being in a relationship with somebody and being in love at that age. And it's different when you have kids, because then your heartstrings, they're being pulled on, because now you got kids. You got this newfound love, and then your emotions is all over the place, because now you got this love that you just have never felt before. For the kids and for the father. I don't know what that's all about. You gravitate towards the man more, even though you might not be with him, but it's just, this is who your child is. Back when you're young, you want to have kids by your husband.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But, it don't always work out like that. But, like I said, I do thank them for the experience, because it taught me a lot. Taught me to watch Negroes. Taught me to watch Negroes, and taught me to guard my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because, from that day forth, can't no man hurt me. I'm just going to say it like that. I might be disappointed, but the hurt thing, I've been through that before. I know what it feels like. And if I feel myself going a certain way, I start backing back. As far as my feelings, I might still mess with them, but I'll back as far as my feelings is concerned. It's like, okay, you won't get a chance to do that with me.
Okay.
That type of thing. But that's pretty much what I would tell I can think of, that I would tell my 21-year-old self right now.
Okay.
Today.
Okay. Now, Davina.
Look, you said it all, really. I feel the same way as my mother told me, protect your mind.
Okay.
Watch you have your kids by, because it goes down the line to your kids, whatever the family has and everything. No matter what it is, it's in that genetic disposition. You know what I'm saying? What you're gonna have. What I think I would tell my 21-year-old self to make up your mind and know what you want to do with your life. As far as that's concerned, what I know now. Me being in college, it took me 15 years. 15 years to get my associate's degree.
But you got it.
I got it, but in the beginning, I was going for social work when I first started going for college. So then by me working in hospitals and this and that and the other, I wanted to stay in the hospital. So then I was like, I want to be a nurse. Then I see all the CNAs, the older CNAs walking down the hallways with bad knees. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to do this, guy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to get old. Ooh, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm already, so by the time the end, in 2009, Because I'm in school back and forth, because by the time I had my child, like I said, I don't regret having her. I regret who I had her with.
Okay.
But I don't regret having her. And I would have chose a career and stuck with it instead of going back and forth. I had so many credit hours that in the end, financial aid wouldn't even pay for my classes anymore.
Wow.
So in 2008 or 9, I went up to the school where I was attending, Prairie State College in Chicago Heights, and I was like, okay, what am I closest to? He was like a liberal arts. I think I was like 4 or 5 classes away from just a liberal arts, which still you can't do anything with. So I went on, and me and my daughter graduated a day apart. She graduated from high school.
Oh, yeah.
And I just had graduated with my associate's degree that I still can't do anything with. But I turned around and went to, and then I wanted to be a psychologist because I had so many psychology classes. And I went to school and got my clinical psychology degree in bachelor's, my undergrad. Took me 5 months. 15 years, 5 months. 15 years associates, 5 months. 5. Do you see that? 5.
To get your bachelor's.
5 semesters.
To
I mean.
get your bachelor's?
5 semesters, not 5 months, but 5 semesters to get my bachelor's. Because I had so many credit hours because I kept going. You know, and young people, we do that. It's a process of not knowing and this and that and the other, what you want to do and everything. Then I had a child. I was always working, overtime, stopped going to school, this, that, and the other. But I would tell my 21-year-old self, please stay focused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay focused. Look at the end of the road. I'm 48 now. I'll be 49 in March. And I'm like, I could have been done. I could have been invested in everything that I wanted to invest in. I'm learning, and I would tell my 21-year-old self to get it together so that I could invest. And by the time I was this age, I would have had it, all my IRAs, investment stocks, this and that and the other. I would have told myself that because I would have stuck. If you stick on the same path, know what you want, because it's so crazy. Then I went back for my master's, and guess where I ended up at?
What?
Back at one from 15 years ago prior when I was under my associate's degree. I was originally going for social work.
So what?
I was originally going for social work, but I said, oh my God, social workers don't get enough money to take care of me and my child.
Right.
So then that's why I started switching. I was doing RN, occupational therapy, physical therapy. I was going to be a PA, and this. I wanted to stay in a hospital setting, one, because you have to wear scrubs. You don't have to worry about clothes.
Okay.
You know, I'm serious. You don't have to worry about clothes. You can wear a uniform. You know what I'm saying? Cheaper.
Uniform is cheaper.
Cheaper. So, you know, that's what I would tell my 21-year-old self, because I think right now, if I would have stuck with that path, I would have been where I was supposed to be, been gone, where I was supposed to be. But I would just tell myself, stay focused. Student loans would have been paid. Oh, you know. That's student loans. Student loans ain't no joke. Okay.
It's gonna be alright.
Student loans. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So anyway, I would tell myself to take everything more serious. Do I regret the path, though, that I had to go to to get here? No, I don't regret it to a certain degree. Now the question was, would I change anything or tell my 21-year-old self?
Yeah.
I would tell my 20-year-old self, like, oh God, this is gonna happen if you procrastinate, and this and that and the other. But to regret the path that I went on to get to where I'm at now, it makes me more humble and appreciative of what I had or didn't have.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can understand that.
No, I understand.
Because we all got to search on that path, but we also got to realize ended up back in one. I ended up back in one. Social work. I got my master's in social work.
But do y'all believe everything happens for a reason?
I do.
Oh, most definitely.
I definitely do.
Most definitely.
I guess too, with to piggyback off of some of what she said, discipline, being more humble, financial management. I didn't have that coming up. My mother wasn't a money manager. She didn't teach me how to manage money. My mother was one of those people, when you get it, you spend it. You got it, you spend it. My mother was an overtime queen at our job because we worked for the state of Illinois.
Okay.
And she would bring in, 5 G's every 2 weeks, if not more. because she worked a lot of overtime. I wasn't making 5, I was making about 2.5, 3.
Right.
But she was getting it like that. Sometimes it'd be more than 5, for her. So her motto was, well, and a lot of people where we came from, it's the same way. Oh, I can get that again. And they would just spin. So when you start seeing that pattern and you adapt to it without even realizing that you're doing the same thing, it's like it takes some things to happen financially for you to like wake up and be like, wait a minute now. And then you see yourself like, okay, I'm doing the same thing they're doing. So yeah, I would tell my 21-year-old self now, just like she said, stay focused. When you're working, know what you're working towards. Don't just take your money every time you get your check and just spend just because you have it. Because sometimes you got to look at tomorrow and not just at today. So yeah, I would tell my 21-year-old self that.
I hope y'all catch that. I caught it.
Really, I mean, you gotta invest. You gotta take that time to think about it. We doing it now at our old age.
I mean, pushing almost 50. I look at that's why, and I know one thing I can say with Davina. She started the minimalist thing with me. I used to be like, girl, if you don't get out there talking about some minimalist thing, and I was a shoe, purse, costume jewelry, because I love costume jewelry. I don't have not one piece of real jewelry. I don't care nothing about that.
It don't matter.
I love it. You know it. Right. You know I got a chill, girl. I can go in a minute, be sharp in the type, be like, y'all, where you getting them from? Girl, the Dollar Tree. Girl, the beauty supply, $1.49. I be proud. But it be cute. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I started looking at, when I was in Illinois, even here, I don't go nowhere to wear that stuff. But it took her to bring that to my mind to make me think like, well, she right. You don't need all that, but she need help too. But anyway, hold on, let me okay. It just kind of hit like a ton of bricks, especially since I've been here, and because I've never been without my kids, my mom. Okay. So now I live with 2 roommates. So now it's like, okay, my money, I be counting my little pennies like, hold on, I got 30 cents right here. Put that with that dollar. Keep that for next week. It's like I'm really like watching my money.
Right.
And I don't spend it on unnecessary stuff.
Right.
That's why I'm a cooker.
Because you've been a cooker before this.
She throw down.
I've been a cooker.
She's always been a cooker.
Well, okay, that's true. But now, it's one of those things. Oh no, I got stuff at home in the refrigerator, girl. I'm good. I'd rather eat at home now. I'm starving to death.
Wait, but also because Phoenix doesn't have any good restaurants
at all.
And I feel like my food is better than the restaurant food. That's why I'd rather cook at home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just really watch my monies because, like I said, I started thinking about the minimalist thing. She been on this minimalist thing. But she wants us to live out our cars and all that. It's like she wants to put a little curtain up, you in the back and I'm in the front. It's like Davina.
It's about saving coins.
I understand saving coins. I ain't going that deep, but I do want to be economical when it comes to every single thing. I try to be like today, going to church. I got to get to work all next week. I don't get paid Friday. I ain't got no gas. I just got new tires on the car that I really needed. I need an oil change. My light keep coming on. I can't get that till Friday. So I'm trying to be minimal with driving if I don't have to. That's why I'm like, please, could you drive, please? Ask Syerra, please. I'll give us a pizza, please. I try to be economical now opposed to the way I used to be. I used to just, oh yeah, we can go, let's go eat. Yeah. I can't do that right now. It's just not feasible for me. It's not. I'm not gonna never get ahead if I keep on with that mindset.
And that goes back to that planning for the future, what I was talking about. If we would have planned for the future better, it wouldn't be like this.
Right.
But I still don't regret the path that I went on because it taught me. And what made me being that minimalist was because when I was in Illinois and I had this 2-bedroom apartment. And it was full of things, materialistic things. Okay. Because my daughter moved out, I was all excited and stuff. I get more room to put some more clothes. You know what I'm saying? So it filled up and everything, and then that's another thing. I started working in I'm not gonna say corporate America, but I was working in an office, so you needed business clothes. And my friend used to tell me, when you work in a business, you always feel like you don't have anything to wear, which is true.
Okay.
And so you always shopping. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I did accumulate a lot of stuff, and then when I realized I wanted to move to out of state, It's like, and I found out how much they was gonna charge me to move all this stuff. Oh no, we want to do something. So I started trying to figure out, like, going on YouTube and everything like this, trying to figure out different things, and I came across minimalism.
Wow.
So the first thing, I was like, what's this? So then it was like, okay, a capsule wardrobe. You pick your basic colors of your wardrobe. Black, okay. Do whatever you want to do. And then every pair of pants have to match 2 or 3 shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you get your capsule down to that. So I was like, okay, this is just freaking ridiculous. Before I moved, I had gave away so many bins of purses, shoes, this, that, because I used to have to have like you talking about with my matching. I used to have to match my purse too.
She like to match everything.
You know, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. So I gave away so much stuff, and realized that I don't even need all of that stuff because you know why? It's materialistic. You keep buying stuff, and I'd rather spend my money on traveling. I'd rather spend my money on other things. Okay. Besides, you know, what buying some clothes or shirts, because you can wear everything.
That's true.
And you can't take it with you.
That's true.
Even though you can't take traveling with you, but you still can do things while you're living on this earth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So material, but I'm still a shoe whore. I'm not gonna lie.
Huge. Okay, y'all.
I'm still a shoe whore. That's one thing that I have not given up. Everybody is minimalist in their own way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be a minimalist like everybody else that I've seen on YouTube. You got to take it for what you can do with it.
Okay.
You take it and do what you can do. You know what you can do with it. So that's what I've done. So as far as like, I've got rid of so much stuff, and that stuff don't mean nothing to me because I'm trying to pay these student loans, and I'm trying to travel, and I'm trying not to work past 50, 55, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because being out here, I never heard of this man. I tell every young person that's looking at this video, if you don't know about him, Dave Ramsey.
Yes.
Dave Ramsey will tell you how to do things as far as your money, paying these student loans, explain to you, you know, how if you get the 10 years grace period, it doesn't make sense to do the 10 years because you're paying more interest than just to go on and pay it off. And he teaches you the snowball effect. I didn't know anything. I'm 48, didn't know anything about that until I moved here.
And I learned it from her. So,
but if you can look up anything, a book or anything, or if you can't afford the book, he won't even let you buy his book with a credit card because he doesn't believe in credit cards.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, you can use your debit card, but not a credit card. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't believe in credit cards. Okay. You know what I mean? His thing is we should all aspire to be in a credit. I'm going a credit of 0. That's my aspiration. Okay?
Okay.
And we always want your parents, ooh, good credit score. You gotta have a good credit score. This and that and the other. You can't get nothing in this world without a good credit score. You gotta have it high. But see, then we're a slave to the lender he'll teach you. Because if you got a high credit score, that means you borrowed a lot of money.
And you just know how to pay it back.
See.
And you know how to pay it back.
Y'all, we're going to have to come back with a video about this because when I tell you everything she's saying is completely the truth, okay? It is the truth. But go ahead, Davina.
Well, you know, like I said, we'll come back to another video on that. But you continue on with your questions. How about that?
Now,
because we can do a Dave Ramsey part 2.
Okay, so if you guys know me by now, I hang with a lot of older people due to the fact that they're more wise. And now, what would you guys tell me, being that I'm 24 and I'm in the predicament that I am now? Like, am I on the right track? Am I not on the right track? Like, what are some things that you guys picked up on since you guys met me?
What predicament you're in? At first,
I mean,
where do you feel?
Okay, because right now, Davina is teaching me right now how to save, how to get all my monies and everything in line, and how to actually accumulate a savings. Because I have none right now. But in a couple of years,
not even a couple of years. I see you in 3 months. Not even
3 months
to the goal that we was talking about. That first goal. I in 3 months, I think you should have it.
Okay. Now, so my question is basically like, being that I'm 24, am I on the right track?
And on the right, because I don't.
You know what? I feel like it's like money management. You still young. I still feel I'm so proud of her because she has accomplished a lot. moving from different states. You've been a lot of places. I feel like you're on the right track. As far as I have to remember that you're only 24. We discussed this once before.
I have to agree with that.
I have to
because you do seem older than 24. Most 24-year-olds, I don't like them. They're usually like one of those, ugh, like that. Because I got one that's almost 24, and I promise you, if I didn't know her, I'd beat her up. Just
everything is era.
I love her, but I can't stand her at the same
Can't
time.
hold it to a job down. Feel
Smart mouth.
Millennials
feel
feel like
you know everything.
You're old. What I know about you, the short time I've been knowing you, I feel like you're humble.
Yeah.
I feel like you're humble, and I feel like you work hard to get where you're at. You may not feel like it at times. You may feel like it's taking a little bit longer to get to where you're going.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But then that goes back to being patient. You've accomplished more in your 24 years, I can say, than most 24-year-olds.
Right.
So I feel like you are on the right track. You just got to be patient with yourself.
Okay.
I would say be patient with yourself.
Okay.
And like we learned at church today, and I'll tell you, I didn't tell both of y'all this. Sometimes we got to be still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She tells me that all the time.
Definitely.
Be still, because she was on her way out of Arizona at one point. She was about, I'm going back to Illinois because they don't make no money here. I can't do this.
I ain't gonna make
it. But my friend came here besides for a change due to health reasons.
Right.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm like, Kim, you can't get for half.
Before you walk.
You know what I'm saying?
I won't crawl now.
We got to crawl. You know what I'm saying? Because we did have good jobs in Illinois. She left for her health reasons. I left because I wanted to change. Okay, and I got tired of Illinois. It was getting so bad. Taxes, this and that and the other. It was getting expensive to live, this and that and the other. But sometimes we just have to be still and be patient with the process. Okay?
Out the door.
You know what I mean? It's not all, them 6 figures, since we all starting all over,
Man.
it's them 6 figures of where you was at before, or the money you was making before, especially for me and her is concerned, it's not going to come like that. Because we had to start from the bottom there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and we worked our way up.
Yeah.
Okay? So I feel like I had to tell her, be still, wait on it, it's coming. We just got to be patient.
You got to trust God, too.
And it's going to be a blessing when we get it.
Because
you know
I
what I'm saying?
promise you, I was wearing myself out. I had 2, you know I had the 2 jobs.
Right.
I didn't have no off days. I was working all my off days. And I was always tired. No, she got tired of him. She still probably do. But I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'll be in the bed, girl, be 5, 6 o'clock. And it's late, girl. I got to go to bed. I'm tired, you know. Well, if you ain't got no off days, you gonna be tired. If all you do is work, you don't have no time to do anything. I was able to go to church, and sometimes I didn't make it there because I be, you know.
Right.
So I said, you know what? Forget it. I quit the other jobs. I'm gonna trust God. I'm gonna just completely trust God. I'm gonna just, hey, it's what it is. I'm gonna just have my 2 off
But
days.
this segment wasn't about you. That question wasn't about you.
What?
It was about Syerra.
I know, but
No, it makes sense. It makes sense though. It makes
I'm
sense.
talking about.
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I can't wait till your turn so I can bust you out. But stay away from not student loans.
She already got those.
Not the student loans. Payday loans. Don't
Ooh,
ever.
baby.
Don't you ever. I don't care how desperate
If
you need $20, $30.
What are payday loans?
Don't
you don't know. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Girl, what they call them? Cash loans, title loans.
Oh, those don't let you will go into the store and get the money right then and there?
No, you give them a blank check for every 2 weeks. They give you money and they loan sharks. And when we were young and back then when we was doing that, our ends wasn't meeting.
My ends wasn't even seeing each other from the other city. They was like,
but since you don't know about it, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just don't borrow no money, go in no building with a dough, right? That you get in line and they say, well, how much money you want to borrow? Just don't ever do that.
Okay.
If they say, oh, Davina said, oh, you asking me that question and run out the damn door.
Okay.
Don't ever do it.
Okay.
But see, on the track that she's on, I don't even see her having to do that.
okay.
Okay? She doing it the right way. You're going to get married and have kids. Because I still
wait to
believe.
have them too.
Amen.
And wait for what?
Wait to have them.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, I don't regret having my child. I only had one. But I wasn't raised to have kids out of wedlock, what they call it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fornicating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to do what you do. Just take precautions. And I feel like you're on the right track. I really do. You may not feel like you're on the right track. I have to still remember that you're 24, but you still have accomplished a lot. Okay?
I don't know you as well as she do, but just me.
Look, I brought her home the same day I met her.
Short
So you know
the short time that I've known you. Yes, I can see that you have a step above a whole lot of 24-year-olds. You surpassed a whole lot of 30-year-olds. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it like that.
Okay.
So.
yeah, but you know what? I do see it's when I see you angry, and I do see that you do the thing. You let the things get to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they used to get to me, and it took a lot for me to get to where I am now.
Right.
That's the only thing I can say that I'm not gonna tell you to work on it because you're still young.
It'll come in time.
It's gonna come in time. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing. Don't get so worked up. Sometimes you have to be in silence and move in silence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially in the state that we're in.
And sometimes it is better to be silent because, like I said, stress is a deadly thing.
Stress.
You don't
Oh
know
God,
how to
I don't
stress
have
you out.
time for stress.
It's not. Sometimes it don't be worth it. Sometimes you don't even want to give
Life
your
too
energy
short.
to some stuff that don't even matter.
You know, life too short to get upset at things. And see, I think when you learn that, man, you're gonna be so happy.
We go.
You're gonna be like, what they say? You see, when people say stuff, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay.
You right.
And I go in my own mind because I know what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Ain't no need to talk about it.
That's the whole staying focused piece.
You know, it's nothing that, you know, I can give you this advice. You gonna take what you
want from it,
right?
Give the rest.
And give the, you know what I'm saying? But that took maturity from me. So if I can tell you one thing, so you want to waste the in-between time, is to, you know, start trying to work on that part. That's about it.
That's where the whole us living our life up to now, the no regrets, everything we went through in life taught us along the way for us to be where we are today in ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
And I done been through
everything.
We
ain't got time for all
that. That's a whole nother show.
What I will say is thank y'all because y'all know I came here by myself and only God allowed me to meet her. Jesus Christ.
Cause she was about to go home.
I was about to
She was about to go home.
And the good Lord had to just bring her to me and be like, fix her. Help me fix her. Because obviously she ain't listening.
Fix it, Jesus.
But I do say thank you because Lord knows when I ain't got no food, it would be hard.
Wait a minute. I'm about sick of her because she go to this one all the time for food. I be like, she can make bread.
She's vegan.
Vegetarian. Vegetarian.
I get tired of that. Now Kim on the
Wait a
other
minute.
hand,
Get tired of it. You never ate it.
Kim has a nice elbow and she has a nice whipping hand. Okay? Kim can make anything out of nothing and it tastes golden. Okay, so I do thank you for that.
But I'm still back on this.
Now
you never even ate none of my food before because this one right here, like, girl, she don't want no grits. Come on, Syerra. I'm gonna make you some boo-boo loose ribs.
And I be like, I do got some ribs in there in the freezer. I'm serious. I got some
you never even ate my food.
They done. They supposed to be cooked.
See how she's stepping in again on my tongue?
I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna never. I'm
gonna shut my mouth. That's all right. But when you
I never gonna cook for her. But
I'm
gonna save on my grocery bill.
Davina, I love Davina because Davina teach me so much things that I never even knew growing up. Being that from my background, I never really had like a person to actually sit down with me. I did sort of say, but as far as like life, like I could go to her about a crazy boyfriend or a crazy person or something like that. She would tell me what happened to her in her past and probably try to like stir me in the right way. So I do thank you for that, for guiding me since I've been out here.
Not feeding you though.
I've been lost. But y'all know your girl can stand thick as Karen.
You know what? You're so stupid. You're so stupid.
But seriously, like, I'm not gonna lie, it is always good to have somebody that's older than you to try to like teach you certain things, because I am hothead at some point. I am very hothead. But Davina comes in and she'll let me know like, hold on, calm down, you're doing too much, or you know, she'll try to get me back on track. Redirect. There we go.
She using them times.
Because I be all over the place sometimes. I be all over the place. But I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in to the Syerralynn channel. This is Kim.
Hello.
And this is Davina. And we're signing out.
Oh, subscribe.
Yep,
Subscribe.
Like, share.
Comment.
Comment.
Any questions you want to have?
Ask them. But
Don't
we'll be
forget
back.
to tell anyone and everybody to subscribe.
There we go. And we're back with another video.
If you want a part 2 to this and got some questions, just let us
know.
Let her know.
Let me know.
Let her know, because I don't read.
And I'll let them know. Okay?
Look, I was like,
But love y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Have a great